So begins our excursion to Guadalupe Peak. 15 brave souls taking the shithole that is Doniana to enjoy life for once. The group and I, that's Doc, we're setting off here, going up Guadalupe Peak. Gonna stop by the visitor centers right now. The one bit of wildlife that I seem to see every time I'm in this area is rabbits. There are just so many rabbits. There goes one. Look at him, just garrulous. He's coming back. What do you want, rabbit? I'm gonna back away and I bet he comes around. Nope. I see so many people. So Mr. Petticord decided to hook me up with this dark chocolate. It tells you, don't stop until you're proud. And that's from Lauren N., Colorado. When it comes to eating chocolates, I usually don't stop until I'm ashamed. Some more prickly pear cactus. You can tell it's cacti, as long as you're not stupid. I had to mess with Jackson's GoPro, because he's got the voice cell on there.
GoPro, start recording. Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording. It listens to whoever. It doesn't know who its master is. At some point in time, myself and these fine young gentlemen will find ourselves atop the summit of one of these mountains. So if anyone ever has a mind, just based off of this video or searching off of this video, just come out here and do any kind of camping, I can tell you that it's pretty well laid on. This portion down here with the depression in the valley is what's referred to as the bowl. And even if it's not, that's what I'm going to call it. So up there's the rest of our group that took off a little bit earlier and in the right direction. We might catch up to them at the top. How about that view? Yeah, we're getting closer. That's where we started. I'll zoom in. Probably get some stabilization software or something, I don't know. Yeah. Quite the hike up. Might be going a little too fast. They say it's supposed to take 6 to 8 hours. This is 45 minutes in. Again, not feeling the altitude so much right now.
Oh, that feels so good.
Calves just started loosening up. Copping a little shade here. Hell of a view though. Can't get enough of that. Between this gorge here and the valley here and these guys here, it's one gorgeous view.
Ah, man, that's another good picture opportunity.
That's something. Yeah, I think I'm going to take off and catch up to the other guys. Give a little bit of a jog until I eat shit or wear myself out. I'm going to shout Drago when I get to the top. Probably not. Woo-hoo! Can't get enough of this place. Getting closer now. It's where the bear and the mountain lions are. Haven't seen any, probably won't. But at the same time, these pines and junipers are providing a very nice fragrance that you really don't get anywhere else in Texas. At least not that I've been or noticed. Feels pretty good up here. Well, what's true in Ohio is true in Texas. Well, this is not moss. It is a bryophyte. Red points towards north. You can see that mainly moss or bryophytes. These are hogwarts. You can tell they're not liverworts because they're not shaped the same. But they are definitely growing on the north side of the tree. And that is usually a good way to navigate when you're in this part of the country. There's a switchback we just came off of. That's where I took off running, away from that rock where all the guys were at. I can only imagine that to be the summit of Guadalupe Peak, because there's nothing else in elevation that's higher around here. There's a group significantly lagging behind me. Not lagging, but taking a pause for the cause, and there's a group significantly ahead of me, and I find myself in the middle. Let me see how close I am to anybody. Oh, there they are. See how far up ahead the other guys are. Hooty-hoo! Nothing. You saw a wild pettywop? Was that one of them big-footed or three-horned pettywops?
It's the long, lanky ones. Those are the worst ones. Yeah.
The long, lanky pettywops?
Yeah.
Gotta be careful for those.
One catch a wind, make them fly.
How far back are the other guys?
Not too far back. Maybe about 200 feet, not even.
Oh, that ain't nothing. Up this gentle slope was Guadalupe Peak. I was wrong. A little bit further to go. See our path. This is the way. Well, I can't tell if I can make that out. Let's get the sun out of there. Well, we'll just... There we go. That's advantageous if I can read it. Sun's shining directly behind me. That is the path to the Guadalupe Peak campsite.
Thick vegetation.
Uh-huh.
That's where the backcountry camping sites are.
Did you say backcountry?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you say back country?
Back country.
Oh, I thought you said backcountry. What about the limes? What have you... Wouldn't mind camping on this, it's not really a bluff, but this landing here. Often you'll see these signs replete with graffiti, but it advises riders to dismount and lead. And I could only assume that that means either horse or mule, possibly burro or donkey. But yeah, that'd be an easier way to get to the top, I think. And what do you know? Just as advertised, there is a cliff and a bridge. Huh. Gorgeous. Come my compatriots over the bridge. You can see for miles. That smog and visibility issue that they talked about in that one plaque that was up It's definitely noticeable up here, especially at this point in the day. But the trail does continue on.
Getting off the post. Wow.
You said this is the biggest mountain you ever climbed? This is about the second. Not really a climb, but yeah, this is the biggest I've ever trekked up. Or second biggest. Biggest was actually in the Alps, an old World War I battlefield replete with, I say replete a lot. It still had shell fragments.
That's pretty awesome.
Barbed wire.
Do you have any bunkers or anything?
Oh yeah, small arms casings.
Their bodies are still up there too.
Not where I was. They cleared them all off. It's pretty accessible to the public. But yeah, it was an old Austrian and Italian battlefield. They'd been there for 3 years, and it wasn't more than 250 meters across in the widest part. Could you imagine that? You'd have to get to know a guy at that point. Even the one just shooting at. Yeah, third highest was Afghanistan. Looks like I'm not alone up here. Got a little lizard friend. And he darted under the rock. Over there is Del City. Over there, where all the roads are, to the west. This is one of the El Capitans, not the El Capitan. It's to the top. Hey, look, a cactus. Here comes the rest around the trail. There's a hell of a view there. You can walk down to it. Maybe I'll go. But in case anybody was confused, this is the way to Guadalupe Peak. Peaks being defined as the highest point. Thanks, sign. (8,230 feet. For what? Bunch of rocks. And that view. Or in that direction is Del City. Thought about purchasing some land somewhere around here, about 3 miles from the summit. It's like 40 acres for 10 grand or something like that. But I watched it for 2 weeks and let it slip by. But I knew at some point in time I was going to come up here. Well, here I am at the summit of Guadalupe Peak. I'm going to take this time to review a Charles Dickens classic. Campbell's spaghetti and tomato sauce with cheese. This will be my ration for the day. Now, Charles Dickens claims that this stuff's just as good cold as it is warm. I'm going to put it to the test. You, sir, are correct. Provides nutrients, hydration, plenty of flavor. I do recommend. I know fun's fun, but we're going to have to start our descent. That way we can get back in time. Wouldn't even go that far. It looks soft. What are you guys thinking about over there?
Life, boys.
We are on the final leg of our descent, heading back towards the station. Like a cactus. There's a sign, I believe, that has some entertainment value that Plum is going to show me.
Where else would it be?